Hey everybody, what's up? Tyler here with an update for y'all. So basically, the Jamstec came out in their latest run, and we're gonna go over that in this update. We're gonna take a look at the latest, as I said, August monthly run from the Jamstec. And first of all, we're gonna take a look at the sea surface temperature anomalies. And so what we're seeing here is September through November. It's basically portraying a La Nina, although it does seem to be weakening on the northern tier of that, right where you get to where the southern tip of Mexico is. And then we have a very warm patch of water here in the Pacific Ocean. And the Atlantic Ocean is pretty much baking too. But ironically, we have a a cold AMO despite that. Now I don't know how that works. Honestly, by looking at this, maybe it's because the AMO is more of a horseshoe. You know, you get the upper layer warm, the lower layer warm, and then the middle is usually cold, and it doesn't seem to be a horseshoe this year. So maybe that has to do with why it's cooler than average because the water temperatures aren't in the right areas. Um, but nevertheless, we have a La Nina for this fall. Let's take a look at the precip for this fall. Um, so this load. So okay, so we have again the La Nina is producing drier than normal temperatures. I'm sorry, precip over the equatorial Pacific, and that's typical because when you get cooler air, less precip, warmer air, more moisture, juicy, more precip. So um, but then we go up here. The really thing that's really catching my attention on this run is the precip here in northern Canada, near the North Pole. Now, I don't know if that's going to significantly impact this winter. We're going to take a look at the next run on that in terms of December through February. But really, the really eye catcher also is a lot of dry weather here in the mid Atlantic. So again, if you have been following any type of weather information, we're in a drought here in New England. We need more rain. Um, and right now, it doesn't look like this hurricane season is going to be end with a bang like I once thought. It's really going to be a dud so far, unless something happens, then I'll make an adjustment to this statement. Let's take a look at our surface air temperature anomalies for September, October, November. Just baking, and especially in the North Pole, there's going to be a lot of ice melt this year. But anywhere in the USA really is really going to be baking um, through September, October, November, which and again portrays the image of an Indian summer possibility. So always want to keep that in mind. Um, and again, the really only cool patch, I'd say the biggest cool patch rather, is here in the Pacific Ocean where the La Nina is going to be. So there's been a lot of talk about a mini ice age, and I hope we still get one. You could always hope, but really the idea behind that was that we were going to get a lot of cool air here from the La Nina for, in terms of this year going forward. Again, I made this prediction back in along with Joe Bastardi in 2012, around then, 2014, 2012, that time period. But the point is, when you get a La Nina, especially a third year La Nina, it should drop the global temperatures pretty significantly. And but we, for whatever reason, guys, we're dealing with a lot of global warming here in the northern latitudes. But we're not seeing that in the South Pole. So I can't say it's all global warming or it's all global cooling. I'm a weather guy. I believe that the weather is always changing and always will. Um, so yeah, that's that rant I wanted to go on a little bit. Now take a look at December through February. So this is winter. I don't like this run. I don't think many people do. I mean, it's just baking the northern plains in heat. The Farmer's Almanac. I don't know. The thing with the Farmer's Almanac is they don't really tell you how they do their forecasts, so it always leaves you in suspicion. Like, is this legit? Until they give a response on how they forecast. I'm not really buying in totally to their forecasts, but um, Alaska is in the cool zone up there. Let me check the time, make sure I have enough time on Bandicam to keep forecasting because sometimes I run out of time. Okay, I have my 5 minute mark halfway through. We're good. Okay, so Again, you know, again, we're given a La Nina this year, except let's take a look at that right now. The equatorial Pacific sea surface temperature anomaly. So this is interesting. It really weakens the La Nina, and I'm just like confused as to why the models are forecasting so much warmth. I mean, it could be because we have this warm PDO AMO, but we've had that during the winters of 2012 and 13, and it wasn't that warm across the USA. So there is the possibility, I will say, of there a big shift potential in terms of cold this winter for the Jamstec to flip cold still. I don't know though if that will happen, um, because again, it's just really iffy as to what's going on here with the modeling. Let's take a look at the precip though. There's always hope for snow, and but this run has a lot of dry. Although in the northwest here, it has a lot of precip. So in the mountains there, it's always going to be snow because they're so high in elevation. Very rarely is it ever rain in the highest elevations there. But again, dry and warm is their forecast for winter. Now, you know, there's a lot that can happen in the next 4 months. I don't want to like give you guys a despair over that winter might not be cold and snowy this year, but I don't want to lie to you guys either and say, it's going to be when it's not. So right now I'm in a betwixt because I think, this winter will be, you know, I'm just in a betwixt. It could be cold or warm, and I'm not. I'd hate to leave you on a limb like that, but I'm gonna do some research and give you guys updates over the next 3 months. But the